All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
30
Good morning.
is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am your presiding judge on today. I think that we have everybody who's here for our specialty court on this morning. This is our veterans docket, so we will be starting with our veterans on today. If you are not a veteran, you may hang up and dial back in at 9:45, which is what time we start our veterans docket, because otherwise you will be waiting because we will do our veterans first. On this morning, I'm going to have the attorneys to place their appearance on the record. I am going to ask that the case manager, because we did not have the opportunity to staff before the holiday. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. I'm already starting in, not fussing, but already starting in with orders, right? That's what judges do. But Happy New Year. I'm glad to see everybody. I'm glad to see everybody in the new year. And so we're going to be off to a great start, irrespective of what it sounds like or what it looks like. We are going to have a great 2022. I'm expecting it. And so I thank you for expecting it with me so that we can do better this year than we did on last year. I am going to have the attorneys place your appearance on the record for me. Case managers, you will go after them. We did not staff before hearing today. I'm going to ask that the case managers do a lot of the talking today for me, help me out on this morning so we can get through the docket. And so if you all could be prepared to give me the updates on this morning, that would be great. Before the attorneys, first I'll have you introduce yourselves or place your appearance on the record and then let me know if there are any preliminary matters. And then we'll go to the case managers and to our other team members. Mr. Reed.
Yes, thank you, Judge, and Happy New Year and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court and Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
And,
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Good morning, and your motion is granted.
and thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Happy New Year. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court and Veterans Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Good morning. And your motion is granted as well. Let's go to, I see Ms. Robs. Come on, Ms. Robs, and then Mr. Kusheri will follow.
Good morning, Your Honor, and Happy New Year. Ebony Robs, Veterans Treatment Court Case Manager.
Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Judge. Good morning, everyone. Happy 2022. Daniel Kusheri, Veterans Justice Outreach Coordinator with the Detroit VA.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Kusheri. Good to see you.
You too.
All right. Are there any preliminary matters for the court's consideration?
Not at this time, Judge. Thank you.
All right, let's get started, Ms. Robs. I am going to turn it over to you. Who do we have up first on this morning?
Your Honor, I believe we have Mr. Jeffrey Franklin, because he's at work on this morning.
Wonderful. I have the following good morning in the courtroom, Ms. Mack and Officer Locke. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for serving on today. I appreciate you. All right. I have case, Ms. Robs, you have the case number?
Yes, Your Honor. It is SP 105-98851 and SP 105-98852.
All right, thank you. Mr. Franklin, please place your appearance on the record. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Mr. Franklin, if you could unmute for me, please.
Yes, I
And
just did. I had to look around for a minute, but yes, I'm fine. Can you hear me now?
I
Hopefully.
can state your name for me.
My name is Jeffrey Franklin, and
All right. Happy New Year, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to hear from Ms. Robs today. Ms. Robs, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Franklin is doing extremely well. We had the opportunity to keep in touch over the break. His admission date was September 14th, 2021 for a contract term of 14 months. He is currently, Your Honor, in phase 1. He is still in compliance with his outpatient at Emmanuel House as well as testing. He's still working. He was able to get some good news in regards to the furniture for his apartment over the break. And so that's good news he can be excited about. He's doing well at work. He did explain some minor complications. I think, he's been proactive in his faith and reaching out when things are difficult. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor. No issues to report at this time on Mr. Franklin.
All right. Wonderful. I'll hear from the mentor at this time.
Your Honor, Mr. Scott is not in due to some medical issues on this morning.
All right. Thank you. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, or any of the other team members. I'm sorry. Let me go to Mr. Kusheri.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Mr. Franklin is entirely compliant with all of his treatment. As Ms. Robs reported, nothing further. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mr. Franklin, I did send you a private message. If you could check to make sure that you received that. I had one question regarding a primary care issue that I wanted to just make sure that the loop was closed. So if you wouldn't mind checking your messages to make sure that we're on the same page.
Okay. I sure will. You want me to check it now? Do you want me to check it now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's on Zoom, so just make sure you check it before
Email
you.
or text? Okay. Is it email or text?
I just sent you a direct message just on this
Oh,
platform.
on this app.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But Your Honor, he's entirely compliant and there are no issues. He's doing great.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's good to hear. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
If Mr. Reed is muted, I believe. In his absence, might I say, oh, there's Mr. Reed. Go ahead, Mr. Reed.
Thank you. I'm sorry. A good report, Mr. Franklin. Keep up the good work and Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Franklin, it's always a pleasure to see you. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. We are proud of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, Mr. Franklin, do you have any questions for the team on today?
I did have one. One of my main goals were to get my license reinstated, and I wanted to know how I'm proceeding in that effort and what more I need to do or some sort of time frame to work about.
All right, I'm going to have you, Mr. Franklin, get with Ms. Robs. Ms. Robs, if you would make sure, if the attorneys don't already have it, that they get the SOS report. Mr. Franklin is still very new to the program. He's been on track. However, it does take time to get your license reinstated. And so
Okay.
we will work from there, but let's have that discussion with Ms. Robs, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Franklin?
No, ma'am. That takes care of everything. I appreciate you guys' help and everything. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Good to see you. I will talk with you a little bit more during your next visit. I'm just trying to get through today, Mr. Franklin. So I'm struggling just a little bit. So I want to make sure everybody tell me how your holiday went, if you had some struggles, and something that you about yourself specifically over the holidays. So Mr. Franklin, we'll start.
Okay. Sorry about that. I had some issue. I had some issue with my my app here. Over the holidays, they were quiet and uneventful. I spent most of the time at home watching football games and things of that nature. Cleaning my house, a lot of things I didn't have a chance to do because of my work schedule, and watch my grandson a few days over the holidays. So that was, in essence, was everything that I did, and just rested up.
All right, tell me what you learned about you during the holidays, Mr. Franklin, and tell me whether or not you had some struggles with anything. Those are my 3 questions, y'all.
Okay. What I learned is that I can live this life as long as I got God in my life without drugs or alcohol, even around the holidays. And I also learned that I can survive and make it without suffering any depressive things, depression, any depressed thoughts that come in my mind. I quickly eliminate them as soon as they happen or occur. And I've learned that I'm a great grandparent.
Oh, that's a good thing to learn. All right. No struggles during the holidays, Mr. Franklin?
No, ma'am, not at all.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Look, we're glad you've done well. I want you to continue to do well. We're here, and this is for everybody. We're here if you need us. And so I want everybody to continue to be safe. And Ms. Rhodes, what is the next date for Mr. Franklin?
Your Honor, I have January 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Franklin?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I sure did.
All right. Happy New Year to you. Take good care of yourself. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay. Thank you very
Hold
much.
on, before you hang up, Miss Matt, can you make sure we're open that day? And then I need everybody, while she's doing that, could everybody join me in celebrating Mr. Franklin. He is one of our veterans. Thank you for serving our country. Thank you for serving us. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. All right,
Thank you
Ms.
very
Matt.
much.
Sorry, Judge. Yes, we are open that day. That's a Tuesday. The holiday is that Monday.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure before I loaded up my calendar. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Take care, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you very much. You too. Bye.
All right, Ms. Rhodes, who do we have up next with the case number?
Your Honor, Andre Parker, his case number is Z8082731.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Parker. Please state your full name for me.
You're on mute, sir.
Someone needs to mute their device. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Please mute your device. Mr. Parker, I'm going to ask you to unmute, please.
Here you go.
Hello?
There you go. Good morning, Mr. Parker.
Okay.
Please state
Good
your full
morning.
name.
Yes, good morning. Happy New Year. Andre Darrell Parker.
Happy New Year, Andre Darrell
New Year.
Parker. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Very good. I'm going to let Ms. Rhodes update me. I want you to be ready to tell me about how your holiday was, whether or not you faced any struggles, what you
Okay.
did about them, and what you learn about you during the holidays. Okay?
Okay.
All right, let me hear from Ms. Rhodes.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Parker is in compliance, Your Honor. He is currently in phase 2. His admission date was October 12, 2021 for a contract term of 14 months. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor. He's in full compliance. He made sure to have communication with me over the break. He did not report any issues or any challenges to me, but I do know he is doing well. He's in compliance in all areas, Your Honor. He's just doing really well. He's doing a really good job at this time. No issues to report.
Thank you. Ms. Rhodes, have we gotten all of the testing results back from the holidays?
Yes, Your Honor. So far, I've gotten everything. The only ones that I'm waiting on are the ones from January 2nd and the 3rd. But as far as for the Christmas and the New Year's, I've received those results.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, Mr. Kusheri.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning again. Mr. Parker, as reported, is doing exceptionally well. He completed his treatment program through the VA. That was individual and group work for substance use disorder programming at the end of December. So he was compliant and completed that program. He is scheduled follow-up with outpatient mental health, and there he is compliant and there's no issues.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Parker, you ready to answer my 3 questions that I have for you? And then I'm
Yes,
going to hear
ma'am.
from the attorneys.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it. How was your holiday?
Holiday was very wonderful, terrific. I had a good holiday, one of the best holidays I had in some time now. So I had a very good, very fulfilling holiday.
What do you think made it one of the best?
My grandson and my children. I got to spend the time. I haven't spent the holiday with them in some time. They've been living out of town, and I have grandchildren, two grandsons, and I got to experience my first holiday doing that. So it was very, very fulfilling holiday.
All right, very good, very good. Did you have any struggles, Mr. Parker?
Not at all. Not at all. That they took all my struggles away.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Mhm.
Okay, and so Mr. Parker, what did you learn about yourself?
I have more grit than I thought I've had about not doing some things that I didn't think that I would be strong enough to do. But I've learned myself that I'm very well rounded. Is more so than I thought, So yes, those things of this. I've been having some life lessons, and they've been. I've actually pushed myself, and put it on myself, and I'm doing well, and it's fulfilling and making me happy.
Very good, very good. Jimmy Parker, you are the mentor. Let's hear from you and then from the rest of the team.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning and Happy New Year once again. Mr. Parker and I, we spoke on during the holidays, and he also assured me that he's doing fine, being in compliance, and just enjoying himself and enjoying his children and his grandchild, as he just expressed here today. And he's just doing well, Your Honor. And he even called me at one point and just wished me a happy holiday, and which is a great thing. So he's doing well, and I just again want to just encourage him to keep going forward and keep pressing on, and it's going to be all right. It'll be over before you know it. So thank you, Yana, and hope that you get better too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus.
Yes, Judge, thank you. A good report, Mr. Parker. I talked to you when you came into the program. We went over the vet's court order. You said you could do it, and you are doing it. Keep up the good work. Be safe, sir. And Happy New Year to you, Mr. Parker. Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Parker, you said something which I took note of and I think about a lot, is that you are stronger than you think you are at times. Sometimes you think you can't do it, but you're living proof that you can do it. So congratulations. We are proud of you. Thank you.
Miss Rhodes, if nothing else, well, let me ask you, do you have any questions for us, Mr. Parker?
No, ma'am.
No questions?
No questions.
All right, Miss Rhodes, what's next?
Your Honor, Mr. Parker is in phase 2, so I would have a face-to-face with him on January 25th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, Mr. Parker, did you get that?
January 25th, 10:30.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's celebrate Mr. Parker. Thank you again for his service. Thank you, Mr. Parker. Take good care of yourself. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. If you need us, call on us, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too, thank you. All right, Ms. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. We have Mr. Willis Stitt, case number I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I have a judge if you want it. 05374452.
All right, very good, Mr. Stitt. If you could please unmute and state your name for me, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Willis Allen Stitt,
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Stitt?
doing fantastic.
That's good. Very good to see you in the new year. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Rhodes.
Your Honor, Mr. Stitt is doing well. He is in phase 1. He did, Your Honor, complete the marijuana burnout insight course with Dr. Alexander on December 13th, he completed. He's in compliance, Your Honor, with his testing at ATS. We made sure to make contact over the holiday. He didn't express any concerns or issues at the time. Again, he's in compliance. He is doing extremely well. No issues to report at this time on regards to Mr. Stitt.
All right, very good. Mr. Kusheri?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Mr. Stitt's doing great. Happy New Year, Mr. Stitt.
Happy New Year to you, Mr. Sherry. Happy New Year.
Mr. Parker?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Stitt. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
He's also doing well, as stated. He and I spoke on a couple of occasions also during the holiday period, and certainly he assures me that all is well, and that he's, he loves his job, he loves what he's doing, and for the most part, he's in compliance and everything, and so he's doing good. When I talk to him, he's a very uplifted person, and he constantly reminds me that his father's name is Jimmy. So, and it's not a bad thing, So he's doing well, and I just want to encourage him also to just keep up the good work, and certainly we will keep in touch. He don't have a problem calling me when he needs to talk, and that's a good thing. That's I assure him, that's what I'm here for. A shoulder to lean on, an ear to bend. I learned to be a good listener. So thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Stitt. Just keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, anything from the team?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good work, sir. Keep up the good work. We're proud of what you're doing. You should be proud of yourself also. Happy New Year to you, and be safe, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I will be. Yes.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Stitt, you always bring with you a positive attitude and a pleasant smile. So Happy New Year to you. We're proud of you. Keep up the great work, sir, and stay warm. Looks like you're trying, but stay warm.
Yes, yes, I will.
All right,
Yes, I
Mr.
will.
Stitt, 3 things I want to know. Tell me about your holiday, whether or not you had some struggles, and what you learned about you.
My holiday was really quiet, nothing special. I didn't have any struggles. I learned about myself that a lot of times just being alone and single is beautiful. Time to think, concentrate. I've been doing my community service. I met a new friend down at the church, Dr. Alexandra, and we've talked over a few times, and I actually learned something from him that sort of scared me. He asked me to pray. And I basically said, I really didn't have anything to pray for. He said, but pray for the world. I'm like, okay, I can understand that. And that was very devastating to me. very powerful.
Okay, okay. When you said devastating, it scared me. Okay. But it was
It's
a good
devastating.
experience for you.
Yeah, it's like he asked me, did I have anything that I really needed from the Lord? I'm like, not really, not right now. So I don't really need a miracle. He said, pray for the world for a miracle. And I thought about don't get me wrong, the 90,000 Russian troops on that border over there, and it's sad. And that part of the world needs a miracle.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Indeed, they do.
Yes, they
All
do.
right. All right, Mr. Stitt, what'd you learn about marijuana insight?
I know it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's dangerous for machine operators. It can affect your judgment, your time, your speed, get you tunnel vision. It's very dangerous for women too, especially if they want to have children. It creates stillbirth. It's a drug that's not meant to be used in public. It makes you do things you ordinarily wouldn't do. It can affect your judgment, your reasoning. It can affect your family. It can affect your job. It's nothing to be used as in life, as a pick-me-up, as a go-to. It's not to be used like that. It's not. It's a very dangerous drug, especially my job that I have here with these machineries. And you need to be on your game, understand the speed and time that you're moving at, so you don't hurt yourself or hurt others.
There you go. Very good, Mr. Stitt. I'm glad that you went to the class, that you kept an open mind, and that you learned some things. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you had a good holiday as well. Glad.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Robs, what is next for Mr. Stitt?
Your Honor, he's in phase one. His return to court date would be January the 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Wait, did you get that, Mr. Stitt?
Yes, Your Honor, January the 18th, 8:30, 2022.
All right, sounds good. Very good. Before you leave, we'd like to thank you for your service. Please join me in celebrating Mr. Stitt. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take good care of yourself, Mr. Stitt.
You too. You too, Your Honor.
Oh,
Okay.
don't worry, I am. I am.
I love you. I see you guys.
Okay, take care.
Okay.
Ms. Robbs?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. William Aldrich, case number 21044860001.
Morning, Mr. Aldrich. Please state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Edward Aldrich.
How are you this morning, Mr. Aldrich?
I'm doing fine. And how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I am
Good.
doing well. All right, Ms. Rob.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Aldrich is in full compliance. He's testing and in compliance with testing. He is, Your Honor, he has began his classes, his courses for family reunification with Dr. Alexander. He's currently doing those. He's in compliance, Your Honor. He's in phase one. His admission date was August 24th, 2021 for a contract term of 14 months. He's in compliance. No issues to report at this time.
All right, Mr. Kusheri.
Good morning. Thank you again, Your Honor. Mr. Aldrich is compliant with treatment via VA. He's engaged in outpatient services for substance use disorder programming, and he's entirely compliant at this time.
Wonderful. Thank you. Who's serving it, Mr. Parker? Are you serving as Mr. Aldrich's?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Your Honor. Thank you. As a matter of fact, we just spoke just yesterday, and we spoke also during the holiday, and he assured me that he's doing well, and we had a lengthy conversation just about things in general, and also he's in compliance, and he's doing his testing and his meetings and everything. So he's doing well. He seems to be happy and just enjoying life. Understand that things happen in life, but we don't let that get us down. We just get up, dust ourselves off, and keep on going. So he's a pleasure to talk to, and he and I, we're pretty much around the same age, so we talk about things that we can both relate to. So that's a good thing, Mr. Aldrich. As I stated, just be encouraged and keep on doing the good work, and you'll make it through this. You'll make it through this. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Aldrich.
Right, and the attorneys?
Yes, Judge, thank you. A good report, sir. You're working the program. We talked when you came into the program. We went over the vet court order. You said you could do it, and you are doing it. We're proud of you, sir. Be proud of yourself. I know you're new to the program. You have your driver's license, and you're doing things. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you. Be safe.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Aldrich, it's always a pleasure to see you here. You're doing a great job from our perspective. Keep up the great work, sir. We're very proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Aldrich, I need you to give me my layout. How was your holiday? Any difficulties, any struggles, and something you learned about you?
Your Honor, my holidays were fine, fairly busy. I've been working with Dr. Alexander. With back to probably every other day, we were in communications and involved in obviously moving this effort forward relative to his counseling services. And they have been very informative. I've learned that you're never too old to learn. And sometimes it's better to be a better listener than there is to be a better talker. And those things, I believe, will have significant value for me going forward in my life. I had no challenges over the holidays. Again, Dr. Alexander kept me pretty busy, if you will, but it was very productive. And I feel good about the experience that I've had thus far. Again, what I've learned is that you're never too old to learn, as I indicated, and most certainly sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut and to listen.
Well, you learned some good stuff. You taught us all something. Hopefully everybody was listening on this morning. All right. Thank you, Mr. Aldrich, for sharing. I'm glad you did well during the holidays. I want to encourage you to keep up the good work that you're doing. And Ms. Rhodes, what's next?
Your Honor, a return to court date of January 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, let's celebrate Mr. Aldrich. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Mr. Aldrich. All right, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We're here if you need us. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Rhodes?
Your Honor, Mr. Dennis McKinley, case number 210-567-6801.
Good morning, Mr. McKinley. Please state your full name for the record.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. My name is Dennis McKinley.
Happy New Year to you, Mr. McKinley.
And thank you, and Happy New Year to the 36th District family, you in particular. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to start off by hearing from Ms. Rhodes. Ms. Rhodes.
Your Honor, Mr. McKinley is doing extremely well. He's testing compliant. He's engaged with Emmanuel House. He's engaged with Dr. Alexander. In fact, Your Honor, they want to extend his sessions for his family reunification. So that's something that I'm going to send over a referral for him. Again, he's in full compliance, Your Honor. He did not report any issues at this time, and I have no issues to report for Mr. McKinley at this time.
Right, Mr. Kusheri.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning again. Mr. McKinley is compliant with all of his VA treatment. He continues to engage in outpatient treatment with mental health following his successful completion of residential treatment at Emmanuel House. He's doing great.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, before I hear from Mr. McKinley, let me hear from you.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Good report, sir. You're working the program. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, if I might add, Mr. McKinley, you are doing a great job. We are very proud of you. Have a prosperous new year. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. McKinley, my 3 questions. Let's do it.
Okay, your first question, what did I learn? Well, I learned the difference between sponsorship, therapeutic, and medical. The sponsorship is someone that's just sponsoring you and trying to get to know you, and you trying to get to know them. The therapeutic part of it comes under the sponsorship, is letting you know how you function in terms of the NA program. The medical tells you the medical parts of the therapeutic program, and Dr. Alexander was very influential in assisting me with that part. He was very knowledgeable. He shared with me a lot of things that I had no idea about until he gave me the ideas and gave me the function from the medical. He broke it down and showed me the difference between all of it. And thank you and thank him. And as far as my holiday was fine. I had a chance to do a conference call with my family. That's the first time I didn't know you could do a conference call of that size. We did a conference call and we had a great time. And we talked for about 3 to 4 hours. So it's been great. And the whole experience has been great. The learning experience has been tremendous. I never dreamed of some of the things that's been brought to my attention. And thank you, and thank the 36th District and Dr. Alexander and everyone that's concerned. Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Rhodes, what's next for Mr. McKinley?
Your Honor, a return to court dated January 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, y'all, let's celebrate Mr. McKinley. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you. We certainly do. All right, Mr. McKinley, continue to do well, and we will see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
I appreciate you, Your Honor. Have a great 22. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Your Honor, up next we have Mr. Nathaniel Smith, case number 18057-32901.
All right, Mr. Smith, where are you? There you are. Good morning. State your name.
Your Honor, Nathaniel D. Love Smith.
All right. How are you this morning, Mr. Smith?
I'm great. I'm great.
Very good. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
All right, Ms. Rhodes.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith is doing well. He's still located at Lake Ridge Village in their comprehensive day treatment program. He's testing compliant, Your Honor. He reports that he really enjoys the spiritual atmosphere, which keeps him grounded. He reports no issues over the holiday. He's doing extremely well at this time, Your Honor. Still looking for work. No issues to report at this time.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kushir.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Thank you. Mr. Smith is compliant with all of his treatment at the VA. He continues to engage in psychiatric services for medication management. Besides that, all of his other care is out of Lake Ridge, and he's entirely compliant at this time. Happy New Year, Mr. Smith.
Happy New Year.
Nice to see you.
Mr. Smith, Lake Ridge was a good fit for you, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Great.
Okay, good. They're treating you well.
Yes.
All right, you treating them well?
Yes.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, let's go to my questions. How was your holiday? Any struggles and what you learned?
In the beginning, it was a little rough. But once I saw my grandma, it just brought me back. You know, coming here helped a lot with bringing getting involved in NA again. And like Ms. Rob said, the spiritual atmosphere helps with my recovery. At the time, I learned a lot of tools about mental health and mindfulness, and with the NA and recovery going into my repertoire, it helps a lot. I found a solution for housing, from my paying for housing until I find a job. Thank God, I invested in cryptocurrency because it went up. So yeah, so that it's a blessing, and that'll help me get me for several months until I find a job. But I'm looking for a job. I have interview clothes, shoes. I'm prepared. I actually been waiting to get a haircut. So when I get an interview, I can get it right before the haircut, and I get a haircut right before the interview. And just like I have a plan, and I'm like I said, I'm happy. And like I said, at first I was a little frustrated, but nonetheless, I got through it, you know, meditation, thinking, you know, being positive. And so I'm doing really well.
Look at you, Mr. Smith, you're growing, you're doing well. I heard a number of things that you've learned about yourself during this time period, being patient, continuing to have a positive attitude, irrespective of the circumstances. You got to get up and still grind, right? And so very proud of you, very proud of you. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Smith. You're in a good location, a good place. You sound good. And I heard you talking about you're going to dress for success. All those clothes, shoes, you're going to be a successful person. I know you're going to get the employment that you want. Keep up the good work, Mr. Smith, and Happy New Year to you, sir, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Smith, what a great statement that was. You're prepared to go forward. You have a plan. I need some advice on Bitcoin strategy, but we'll get into that later. But otherwise, Happy New Year, sir. We're very proud of you.
Happy New Year.
All right, Mr. Smith, if you don't have any questions for us, Ms. Robs is going to give you a return to court date.
Your Honor, that will be January 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's celebrate and thank Mr. Smith for his service. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, take good care of yourself, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. We're here if you need us, okay?
Thank you, Annie. You have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Your Honor, we have Mr. Orlando Henderson, case number SP 110-48863, and then case number SP 110-48861.
I also have another case number for him, Ms. Robs. I have U598-43121. All right, Mr. Henderson, state your full name for me.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. My name is Orlando Henderson.
Happy New Year, Mr. Henderson.
Happy New Year, Mrs. Judge Holmes.
All right, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great at this time.
Okay, are they treating you well, and are you treating them well?
Yeah, I'm doing all the things that they asked me to do and doing all my duties and my job details and things like that. And I had like a quiet New Year, and I'm looking forward to, moving on, things like that. I learned that I need to stop living in the problem and start living in the answer. And long as I live that way, I can solve some things and, use that in my everyday life.
Those are good things. Those are good things to learn.
Yeah.
Mr. Henderson.
Because, just by being here in the Elmhurst home, I learned that I don't need that beer. And I learned that I don't need that weed in my life anymore. Because I'd never want to come back to a place like this again.
Okay, well, you like living on your own. I heard you say earlier, it's not a bad place because they're treating you well, but you like living on your own, right?
Absolutely.
And even though when we live on our own, we can make our own choices. We have to make good choices in order to continue to live and enjoy the freedoms of living on our own, right?
Absolutely, because when they take my freedom away, they took away everything, and I never want that to happen again.
All right, then I want you to continue to work with us, okay, Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
All right, very good. How was your holiday?
Quiet, and I'm looking forward to, get my driver's license back and go to work. And I'm also looking forward to going to the domiciliary after I leave here.
Okay, maybe Mr. Kucheri can shed some light on that for us. Mr. Kucheri, is that the plan?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning and thank you again. So Mr. Henderson is aligned to complete Elmhurst at the end of this week on Friday. And when I had spoken with him prior to going on leave before the holiday, he was so motivated to maintain abstinence and work on his recovery. We kind of were working with Mr. Talley to talk about additional placement options because we wanted to put him in a position that he could be successful once he leaves Elmhurst. He was motivated and open to transitioning to the domiciliary, and it was our hope that he would be able to transition directly from Elmhurst to the domiciliary upon his successful completion of that program. However, and unfortunately, we didn't get to staff this yesterday, and I know that and Ms. Robs and I have been in communication about this, but the domiciliary has offered him the admission date for Friday. But because it's a Friday admission and they don't usually do Friday admissions, staffing is an issue with COVID, the whole admission process is very long. They were hopeful that he could get to the VA hospital for his admission by 7 a.m. on Friday. When that team was working with Mr. Talley to discuss and facilitate that, Mr. Talley at the time was not sure if that was possible because of Elmhurst and what they need to do to transition him out. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm hopeful that we can come to some resolution today or figure something out and be creative, because I wouldn't, hate to push his admission date with the domiciliary back another week and then have him floating out in the ether. Mr. Henderson, I know that you are solid in your recovery, and I know that you can handle it. I just don't want to go there if we don't have to.
Well,
and that's not my plan, Mr. Kucheri. I want him to transition from Elmhurst to the Dom.
And Mr. Kucheri, I got a letter from the domiciliary saying that I should be at the VA hospital by 7 o'clock. And Mr. Talley and I, said we already set up arrangements for me to be there at 7. And so I'm gonna leave here like 5:30 that morning, and I'll be at the VA hospital, but I don't know where to go once I get there.
You are very serious, and 5:30 is nothing to sneeze at. So I'm so grateful that Mr. Talley and Elmhurst could come up with a solution to get you to the Dom that early. You and I can go over everything off the record once you wrap with Honorable Judge Holmes, and we'll go over everything to make sure you know where you're going, and everything will work out as smoothly as possible.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Kusheri. Now, Mr. Henderson,
Yes.
I won't see you again before Friday, so I want to remind you, I want you to be kind and to be nice and cooperative with the folks at the Dom, okay? They are helping you. And sometimes when we hurt our help will hurt us back, right?
Yes.
They won't do anything intentional to hurt you, but they'll do things like send you back to Elmhurst or have to send you, to the Wayne County Jail till we find different placement. And we don't want to do any of those things. So I want you to make sure, keep that in the back of your mind. The judge wants you to be kind and to be cooperative with the people at the Dom, okay?
Yes, I will.
You'll remember that for me?
Yes, I will. Can I
Thank
say something, Ms. Robs? I'm sorry for your loss, Ms. Robs. We did try to reach out and contact you, and I just want to say, I hope you're feeling better now.
I appreciate you, Mr. Henderson. Thank you for your understanding.
Ms. Robs, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Henderson?
Your Honor, Mr. Henderson is doing well. He's in full compliance with his treatment. He's in compliance with his testing. He seems, very recovery focused, and he's doing well at this time, Your Honor. I'm looking forward to, his transition back into the community at the Dom, just to see what kind of, other works that we can do with him for his recovery process. But outside of that, Your Honor, he's in full compliance.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything asked to Mr. Henderson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Henderson, good report. It's important to keep a good attitude and work the program. Veterans Court does not last forever. Inpatient does not last forever. I heard you talking about your freedom, and you'll have your freedom, but you have to work the program and keep a good positive attitude, sir. That's very important. Happy New Year to you, sir, and be safe. Thank you.
Happy New Year to you too, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, sir.
And might I add, Mr. Henderson, you are doing a good job. It was a good report, a good review. You have a great attitude. It seems like your attitude is positive, and that's encouraging to us. So keep up the work, sir. Be patient. All good things will come. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you very much, Mr. Piker.
All right, Ms. Robs, what's next?
Your Honor, a return of court date for January 18th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Did you get that, Mr. Henderson?
Yes, I did. January 18, 8:30, 2022.
Yes, sir. All right, before Mr. Henderson leaves, let's thank him for serving in the armed forces. Thank you.
Can I ask you one other thing, Judge Holmes? And that is I'm gonna be able to apply for my driver's license.
So let's do one thing at a time. Mr. Henderson, let's get you situated at the Dom. And then once you're over there being nice and kind and cooperative, let's have Ms. Robs, while you're doing that, Ms. Robs look into with the attorneys your eligibility for a license, so she can tell you, or they can tell you what you need to do to get one, okay?
All right, thank you very much, and Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year. So good to see you.
You too.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Your Honor, Mr. Adams is having some complications. He's the individual you're on. He is a veteran. I did speak with him on today. His nephew is not there with him to help him set up for Zoom because he's at work. He has been compliant, Your Honor. He's been following up. He's been testing. He hasn't missed any tests. He had all negative screens over the holiday. He called me. We've been in continuous communication. He just is really having a hard time with learning how to use that device. Yeah, I want to know, Your Honor, if there's any way that it's possible that he could be adjourned until Thursday so that we can try to get him situated to appear before court, so that if he doesn't get on the computer on Zoom, that he can at least physically report. He didn't have any communication on today. I mean, any transportation on today to make it happen. But I did speak to him this morning, and he's been in full compliance.
Any objection to Ms. Rob's request?
No objections, Judge. None at all. No objections. Thank
All
you.
right, Ms. Robs, place that case number on the record as well as the adjourned date.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Adams' case number is, I'm sorry, it is Z8081351.
And the date, the new date will be?
The new date, Your Honor, would be January 6th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. I only see one other, I believe, veteran on the docket, and that is Mr. Carl Glenn. Where's Mr. Glenn this morning?
Your Honor, he was a face-to-face last week, so he shouldn't be on today. His return to court date should have been January the 11th. I apologize, Your Honor. But he's doing extremely well. Update, he's doing well, Your Honor. He's been in full compliance with testing. He hasn't missed any tests. His results have been negative. He's been in full compliance. He has began his services for family reunification with Dr. Alexander. That is going extremely well. I was told him that I was very proud of him for him, being open to that, which is a huge step for Mr. Glenn. So he's doing extremely well, Your Honor. No issues to report at this time.
Right, wonderful. So put his case number on the record and the new date.
Yes, Your Honor. It is U58767520. His new court in his court date, Your Honor, would be January 11th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, thank you, Ms. Robs. All right, did I miss anything for our Veterans Treatment Court docket?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Robs, did you have any veterans who were scheduled at 10:30 for face-to-face?
Your Honor, I had Mr. Ralph Keefe, and he is scheduled for.
Case number first.
His case number is SP103-07631. Your Honor, Mr. Keefe is doing extremely well. He's in compliance with testing. He continues to engage in outpatient. He continues to engage in his MAT and be compliant. He's working on with Dr. Alexander for his family reunification, setting up appointments to talk to his family to strengthen that family unit and dynamic. He continuously keeps in contact with me. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor, working on problem solving and implementing boundaries that were necessary for him. I have no issues to report at this time for Mr. Keefe. He will have a return to court date because he is in phase 2, Your Honor, for January 25th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, thank you, Ms. Robs. I believe that ends the Veterans Treatment Court docket. Thank you, Mr. Kusheri. Thank you, Mr. Parker, Ms. Robs. Thank you all for getting it done this morning, working with me. I appreciate it. And so we will be back together for staffing next week, Monday. And so until then, I'm available. Thank you all. I'm going to take a brief recess and court will convene at 9:45. Ms. Wilson, you may allow everyone into the courtroom. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Happy New Year to you all. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Paul, I saw you got my message. It looks like you've taken care of all the tickets as far as getting them resolved. You just got to pay some money.
Okay.
So I think you're pretty good according to what I see on the computer.
Okay.
You owe about 5 reinstatement fees of $45 each and $100 on that matter. And the judge took off all that she could as far as penalties go. So
Okay.
I think you're in pretty good shape. Now you're not scheduled. I don't know who's your case manager, Mr. Keith.
Ms. Rhodes.
Okay. I don't know if she's going to have.
Yeah, I wasn't scheduled. I got this in the mail. This ticket in the mail here, and it said I had court today on the 4th.
Hold on, then. Wait a sec. That's different. Hold on. Let me ask you a question then.
This ticket from 2019.
Yeah, I think I see it, but give me the case number, okay?
Okay, 195-230-301.
159-230.
230-301.
301. Hold on just a second. It's not returning any results.
Oh, so it must.
I have 195-230-301.
Yes.
What does it say?
It say NOP, OPR, LIC. And then it say next to the case number, it got OT.
Yeah.
If I may.
Yes, please, Miss Mack.
Okay, so I did look at that case number. That is scheduled for January the 11th as well. All his cases are on the same day.
Okay.
Including that ticket.
Thank you, Miss Mack.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
you're
yeah,
welcome,
Mr. Paul. So we'll see you on the 11th. Okay, we'll take care of it then.
Okay, thank you. Y'all have a good. How was your holiday? It was all right. Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, mine was good. So how was yours?
It was straight. I was up in here in Lake Ridge, doing my thing, man.
Straight enough then.
Yeah.
We'll have it figured out for you, sir. Keep that card though, okay, and bring it with you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, let me mute myself.
Mr. Bass, do you have a hat on? I can't hear you.
Yes,
Remove your hat, please.
I need the rubber band. My hair is wild right now.
That's okay. Thank you. What's your name, sir, on the Galaxy A10E in the blue shirt?
That's Mario Rice.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. You gotta unmute, Mr. Rice.
Yes, this is Mr. Rice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're on a break right now. The judge will be back very shortly. Thank you.
Ms. Wilson, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yay, Happy New Year. My phone, my headphone had not been working well, but I just want to make sure that somebody can hear me when I'm talking before I have to come in the courtroom.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, court is back in session. Good morning to everyone. Happy New Year. We are ready to proceed. If you want your case called, please turn on your camera. Otherwise, your case won't be called this morning. All right, with that, I am going to Ms. Cleveland. I see that you're on, so you're gonna have to do double duty. I need case number and who's up next. Before you do that, for the attorneys, are there any preliminary matters? Are there any individuals that are in the courtroom that you need to go to a breakout room with?
No, Judge, not at this time.
Okay. All right, Ms. Cleveland.
Morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Mr. Terrence Bass and First Variety Court. He is a person who's on. I see him on.
Hold on 1 second. I need you to read his case number. I need everyone else to please mute your device. All right, go ahead, Ms. Cleveland.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor, and Happy New Year. His case number is 20059699-01, and this is the case for Mr. Terrence Bass.
All right, Mr. Bass, please just state your name for me.
Terrence Bass, how you doing, Ms. Holmes?
I'm doing well, Mr. Bass. All right. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing okay. I just been a long week, a long 2 weeks. But it's gonna get better though. I had got into a car accident, so it's making everything harder for me. And but I'm still pushing through, like going through it good. Like I'm not doing anything. I'm staying out of trouble. I'm
continue to work. My car is in the shop. I have to take everything slower steps now.
Okay, I like your attitude though. You are still pushing through. You're still
Yeah.
showing up, doing the things that you can do.
Yes.
All right, that's what I want to hear. Life is going to happen. And sometimes the unexpected things can happen at the darndest times, right?
Yeah.
But
Sure.
we have to get up and keep going, Mr. Bass.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, people are counting on you to do the right thing. You're counting on you to do the right thing, right?
For sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure I am.
All right. How was your holiday?
It was okay. It was okay because I couldn't really get around like I wanted to because something broke on my car and it was random. And I was driving on my way to the meeting, to the recovery meeting, and I had hit a pole. It just slipped out of place. My car, my tire rod, I guess it just broke. It rusted out and it made me hit a pole. So I had to wait at the corner of Joy Road and Grand River till my uncle came, and he had to trail me to the shop because I didn't have the money to tow it to the shop. So he had trailed me to the shop, and then yeah, I just been without a ride ever since, and that was on the 29th. So yeah, my holiday was really like kind of just in one spot. But I got to see a couple people, like my uncle and my auntie. But other than that, it wasn't too good. But I'm just glad I'm here. That's about it.
Were you able
It's
to?
an unknown number.
I'm sorry, please mute yourself. We're in court. Thank you so much. Mr. Bass, I'm glad that you're still here.
Thank you.
Were you able to maintain your sobriety during the holidays?
I made it to all my drops. I didn't miss any drops, but I missed the meeting. But I talked to Mr. Killen, and I told him what happened, and he said he's sorry about what happened, but he said next time the next meeting be today at 4:30, and if I can make it, then show. But I'll have to call him because I don't know for sure if I'll make it, but I'm gonna try my hardest to make it because I missed the last one because of the car problem. So
Okay,
I
kind of
haven't been
all day to get there. So let's
Yeah.
really try to get there because that counseling and therapeutic piece is so important if you're going to really maintain sobriety and be in recovery. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Miss Cleveland.
Yes, Your Honor. He is reporting accurately. He's been in communication with me all through that process. I was aware of his car accident. I did also reach out to Mr. Killing the day that he had the accident to let him know that Mr. Killing know that Mr. Bass was going to be trying to communicate or contact him because he was afraid of missing the meetings and missing his therapy. A couple of things, Mr. Killing verified his intake for me, and he is working on that clinical assessment piece. The other thing is he says that he understands the accident was out of Mr. Bass's control, and he does want him to return to continue to participate. Don't sweat this stuff right now. Just make sure you're focused on your sobriety. That was the message that he was communicating to me. Mr. Killing. And also, I'm going to send Mr. Bass some bus tickets. I know it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get there, but I did get an address verification from Mr. Bass. He got all the paperwork that I mailed to him. He listed the support system, the people that he lives with. So that's a good verification of his address. So I'm going to send bus tickets there. It just has to be patient. Hopefully he can come up with some way to get there or get around until those bus tickets get there. Your Honor, I'm still waiting on the results of his test, but prior to these pending results, he did have negatives all across his testing panel. So that's a good thing. And he has not missed a test since then.
All right, look at you, Mr. Bass. In spite of your hardship, you've still been doing the things you're supposed to do. I really need you to get to that treatment today, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team?
No. Just want to, well, I did need like some more drops without paying because all this going on, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it. But I do need like a little help as far as me dropping without a fee because like everything is going to be super tied up. I still have to travel back and forth to work with like a cab or an Uber, and everything costs. And even the meeting, when I go to the meeting, I'll probably have to catch a cab to the meeting today, and that's going to cost me. And I barely have anything.
Mr. Bass, you can speak with Ms. Cleveland. I don't know that we have funding available. We have lots of people in our program. And so, and part of the program is sacrificing. Everybody has to sacrifice for the choices that they've made. And so you can speak with Ms. Cleveland. Ms. Cleveland, I don't know that we have any additional funding, but speak with Ms. Cleveland. And Ms. Cleveland, let me know. But Mr. Bass, you still have to go and test, okay?
Okay, yeah, they required me to test today. So
Okay.
I have to go
You
now.
gotta get up and go, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Bass, good report. Your testing and your testing results are negative. That's always good. Sorry about your car. Older cars sometimes break down, but you're still working the program, and that's good. I heard, and I'm glad that you're here. You say you're glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here. You weren't hurt in the accident, and that's an important thing. Keep up the good work, Mr. Bass. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself, and Happy New Year to you, sir. And be safe. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy New Year's to y'all too.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Your Honor, I would add for Mr. Bass, sir, you've encountered some hardships, but you look past that, you look to the good, you look to the future. Those are all positive steps, and we're very proud of you for that. So keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. If no other questions from Mr. Bass, Ms. Cleveland, what's next?
Your Honor, I will investigate with our supervisor whether or not there is any available funding. He did receive the 2 weeks. I'm not sure if he can go beyond that, but I will discuss that with him after court. His next court date is going to be January 18th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m. via Zoom.
Okay.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Bass?
Yes, I did. I got it. The 18th.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bass. I'm glad to see you in the new year. I hope that you will continue to do well, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Okay. Happy New Year. I will do well.
You will. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, Ms. Cleveland, who's up?
Your Honor, via the document.
Ms. Cleveland, your microphone is against your face or something, getting a lot of feedback.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, the next person on the list is Ariel Cameron.
Ms. Cameron, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Ms. Cleveland, or whoever had Ms. Cameron, please read her case number into the record.
Yes, Your Honor. It's 3171. And then case number 217-318-781.
All right, Ms. Cameron, please state your full name for me.
Ariel Cameron.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too.
All right, Ms. Cameron, last time I saw you, you had me concerned. How you doing today?
I'm better.
You
A
better?
lot better. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. What's different?
I went and did my drug test and my physical for Chrysler, and I passed that, and I found out that I got hired. They're just waiting to figure out my hiring date for me to, well, not my hiring date, but my start date for me to start. So that's a good thing.
Look at you.
The stuff that I was going through the last time I talked to you, everybody is better now. So that's a good thing. I got my cook on over the break, so that was a good thing too. I threw down in the kitchen last night. That was some good food. I made some stuffed shells with some garlic toast. That was fun. I spent a lot of time with my godmama yesterday too. That was a lot of fun too. So I've been in better spirits now. You know,
Look at
everything
you.
been good.
Look at you. Things are working out well for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On
How?
your Chrysler job. Congratulations, ma'am. That's
Thank
a
you. I appreciate that.
accomplishment for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
All right. Very good. No issues during the holiday with maintaining your sobriety?
No, not for real. I've been in the house. The New Year's I didn't even go out. I was okay. I'm in court. I was babysitting for the New Year. I had to make me some money, so I let everybody else go out and party and get sick because COVID is crazy. So I just sat in the house with the kids and watched cartoons and made little baked cookies and just flipped kids around and was throwing them on the bed and stuff like that. I was in the house having a good time with the kids, so that was cool for me.
Very good. That's a cool thing to do. Very good.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Do you have any questions for us today, Ms. Cameron?
No, I'm good. I'm straight. Tomorrow I signed up with a new program instead of the one that I was in. I signed up with a new one that's in Grosse Pointe, not too far from my house. I was supposed to go do my paperwork tomorrow because they the only day they had open last year before the New Year, before they went on break, I was tied up with doing things with my mom, so I couldn't make it. But she told me to come in, so tomorrow I got an appointment to go and see her. Other than that, that's about it.
Ms. Robs, is this person one of our providers? If not, that's going to be a problem.
Your Honor, it's adult well-being. Ms. Cameron was able to get back on the 1-800 line and get into outpatient, and that's what she's speaking of, to do her intake on tomorrow.
All right, very good. And we'll get our treatment plan along with the clinical assessment. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All right, Ms. Robs, what else you want me to know about Ms. Cameron?
Your Honor, as Ms. Cameron reported out, her report is completely accurate. You know, she is really doing well. We were able to talk about what was going on. She's in much better spirits and doing a lot of cooking. Got her sense of humor back. You know, she's working on, just different things and decision making and stuff like that that would, impact her recovery. She's doing well. She's in compliance with her testing, no missed tests, all negative screens. She's doing extremely well at this time, Your Honor. No issues to report.
From the team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Cameron, you sound so much better from the last time we talked. You're working the program, good report. Congratulations on the job with Chrysler. I know you're going to be successful there. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year to you. And be safe, Ms. Cameron. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Cameron, you certainly are in a better place. Your face even shows it that you're just
thanks.
Just better off than you were last time we saw you, and that's great to see.
Thank you.
by the way, if you're cooking that much, though, set 2 other plates because your attorney, just to let you know.
Okay.
But otherwise, we are proud of you, Ms. Cameron. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
All right. If nothing else, Ms. Robs, what's next for Ms. Cameron?
Your Honor, a return of court date of January 18th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
Okay.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Cameron?
Yes, January 18th at 9:45.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Good to see you. Glad you're off to a great start, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Okay.
Thank you. I'll see you then. Have a good one.
Okay. You too. Thank you.
Your Honor, the next person that's listed on the docket is Mr. Johnny Hicks. However, he's actually scheduled for the 13th of January. I did inform Ms. Mack that he should have been, he should be on the 13th. I could read his case numbers if you like. Okay. His case numbers are U45262918, U99437713, 155360301, 155363641, 155363642, and 155363643. And his actual court date is January 13th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m., Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. All right. Who do we have next?
Your Honor, may I interrupt just a moment? And if you could send me into a breakout room with Joseph Alexander.
Yes, absolutely. Ms. Wilson, do you need me to do it?
I think she does, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't have an icon for it. For some reason it's not working.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. If you do not have your camera on, and if you do not have your full first and last name on the box, you will have to wait till we get to the end of the docket because we have no idea who you are. So please place your name on your device. Thank you. Who do we have up next, Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, it's Tina Marie Nolan on the docket. I can read the case number if you like. 2006-129-102.
Happy New Year, Ms. Nolan. Unmute for me.
Okay.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you also.
How are you this morning?
I'm great.
Good. State your name for the record.
Tina Marie Nolan.
All right, Ms. Nolan. Things are going well?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Good. All right. Tell me about your holiday and how you're doing with your transition home.
Okay. Holidays were quiet, stayed in the house for Christmas and New Year's because of the COVID thing. And now my boyfriend has it also. So we're still quarantined here. I've done all my drops, done all my blowing, been to the outpatient, did meetings, done everything I'm supposed to do. It's a little confusing at the start, but I think I got it into a little routine now.
Very good. Very good. So you did well over the holidays.
Yes, no problems. Yes.
Very good. All right. Let me hear from the case manager.
Your Honor, Ms. Nolan is in full compliance. As she reported, Your Honor, she has been compliant with her SoberLink device testing and ATS. She's in full compliance with her recovery at Shear House. She's also joined by her recovery coach, Ms. Sharon McKinney, on today, Your Honor. She's just doing extremely well. She's in full compliance. I have no issues to report at this time for Ms. Nolan.
All right, Ms. McKinney.
Hi, Judge Holmes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Anything you'd like to share with us about Miss Nolan?
She like Miss Cleveland said, she has been compliant in every aspect. Ever since she left Share House completed, she has been on the telephone with me every day. Unfortunately, I've been on quarantine for 14 days. 14 days to be Friday for me, but Miss Nolan has been calling me every day. Anything she's going through, any concerns she has. She had a concern about not being able to make in-face meetings because of her boyfriend testing positive, and she didn't want to put anybody at risk, although she tested negative. So I provided her with additional Zoom meetings. And she's been making them. So I've just been telling her to document it, and she's just been on top of everything. So I'm very proud of her.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for being here today, Miss McKinney. Good to see you.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, from the attorneys or Mr. Reed, anything from team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Nolan. Good report. We talked when you came into the program, we talked about the drug court order. You said you could do it. You recognized that you needed some help, and you're working the program, and that's good. You have a great attitude. We're proud of what you're doing. You should be proud of yourself. A happy New Year to you, and be safe. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Right. If nothing else, Ms. Robs, what's next for Ms. Nolan?
Your Honor, a return of court date of January 18th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right, Ms. Nolan, did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Very good, very good. No questions for the team?
I have one. I'm doing the sober link. I start at 7 o'clock in the morning and I do it every 4 hours. And it's 11 o'clock at night during the week, and Friday and Saturday it's midnight. Is there any way you could take that down to like 10 o'clock? Because I set an alarm to wake up at that time.
You can. It's designed that way on purpose.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep setting my alarm then.
There you go. You're gonna have to.
Okay.
Thank you for asking though.
Okay.
And it'll get better, but for now, that's the way it's designed, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. If nothing else, I'm glad you made it through the holiday.
Yes.
Looking forward to working with you. Hang in there. We're here if you
I
need.
will.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. McKinney. Take care.
All right, you as well. Thank you. Happy New Year again to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Your Honor, I'll read the next name. It's Michael Laverne Rhodes, and I can read the case numbers as well. SP 111-50291, SP 111-50292, 2006-193-401.
Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. Mr. Rhodes, unmute and state your full name for me, please.
Michael Laverne Rhodes.
Happy New Year to you, Mr. Rhodes.
Happy New Year to you too, Your Honor.
All right. How did you do during the holidays?
Oh, Your Honor, it was a blessing. It was experiencing thankful. You know, it was a learning self-inventory experience. You know, due to all my Christmases, it's been death, it's been treatment centers, it's been just stuck situations. And this year, it was more so grateful that I was in a better space, I was in a better place, I was in financially able, you know what I'm saying? And steady action to receive, I gave, you know.
Isn't that a wonderful feeling to be able to give?
And to not look forward at someone giving you something back. You know what I'm saying? That was the blessing. You know, my job gave me a tremendous bonus. I was able to do something for my two little great nephews.
Did you pay us? Did you give us some money? You know, I'm gonna find some birthday. Did you give us some money?
When I graduate.
With that tremendous bonus?
Yeah, and I was thankful, you know.
I didn't hear your answer though, child. So my question.
I said when I graduate.
No, sir, you can't wait till you graduate. Oh, Miss Robs, work with them, Miss Robs, work with them. We don't wait till we graduate. We don't. Oh my Lord, he got a tremendous bonus. I'm expecting something tremendous too. At 36th District Court, we take tremendous bonuses. Yes, we do. All right, you said that's the last time I tell the judge I got something. All right, what else, Mr. Rhodes? What else happened?
You know, I experienced some close friends' death. You know, one of my friends' father passed, and I knew him very well. And I did a self-inventory of where I used to be and what I can experience, meaning that I endured the pain a lot of times, but a lot of times I self-medicate the feeling with alcohol and drugs. And, you know, I had a brother, my mother, my sister, they all died during the Christmas season. And this time of the year of 2021, I was able to already process that grief. I had already processed the feelings to the point of where I'm at now, and they're in a better place. And I'm able to move on forward until go back into the past. I'm able to look forward. They're in a better place. They good. I'm good. I'm here doing better, progressing, and also alone, thankful and clean and serene. You know, it's a lot of pain that I endure over them years. And I had to look at it this time, you know, going through what my friend went through, and I was coaching her and him that using drugs ain't gonna solve the problem. It's not gonna do nothing but leave the problem there, where you have to endure the feeling sober, you know, and they was able to get through it. And I was able to know that I was there for them, meaning all on account of who I am today and where I'm at today, in a better place, in a better space, you know. And it's just, you know, it was a moment that I wanted to get through Christmas and New Year's, but then it was also a moment that I was thankful and grateful for who I am and where I'm at and what I got, you know. And it just was, you know, it was, I want to say another day, but it was another life experience. It's another life experience.
Very happy for you, Mr. Rhodes, and very proud of you to be able to face what has been a challenge for you over the years to do it clean and sober. And so very proud of you. And I hope that you are proud of yourself as well. I hope so.
I am.
Robs, what do you want to tell me?
Your Honor, Mr. Rhodes is doing really well. We were able to speak briefly in regards to the passing of his friend. I do know that Mr. Rhodes is very proactive about utilizing his treatment milieu to help him deal with grief and loss and coping skills. He remains at Elmhurst Holmes. He is still employed there as well. He does engage in his outpatient there. He's compliant with his testing there. He's just doing a really good job, Your Honor. He's in full compliance, no issues to report for Mr. Rhodes.
Very good. Anything from any of the other team members?
Judge, I would just say congratulations, Mr. Rhodes. Good report. Your work in the program. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year to you, sir, and be safe. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I'd like to add that we are very proud of you, Mr. Rhodes. I certainly add to what, or concur with what Mr. Reed said. Keep up the great work. You're doing a great job and we are proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Robs, what's next?
Your Honor, a return to court date of January 18th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right, Mr. Rhodes, did you get that?
Got it.
Your Honor, if I might interrupt, there appears to be 2 pretrials on the docket as well for Mr. Rhodes. Whenever this court wishes to take care of them, but they should be then passed down as, or given another pretrial date, or we can take care of them today, whatever this court wishes to do.
Do you have an offer?
I do, Your Honor.
Have you talked to Mr. Rhodes about it?
I have not. I'd have to speak with him, but it's a good offer from people.
Okay, you want to go in the break room and do it, and then we'll come back and y'all can put it on the record.
Thank you, Judge. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, please accept the invitation. All right, Ms. Cleveland.
The next person is Mario Lee Rice. His case number is Z8066581.
Mr. Rice, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year, state your full name for me.
Mario Lee Rice. Excuse me.
All right, Mr. Rice, how did you do during the holidays?
I'm doing very good. Just don't know if I got COVID or not. Just really coming down over a fever of 102. But other than that,
go get tested. Go get tested.
I tried to get tested yesterday. It wasn't nothing open and available for me yet.
So what you have to do, Mr. Rice, is go to the urgent care centers when they first open. Go early. They
Yes,
will
ma'am.
give you a time to report. They'll let so many people in, they give you a time to report. Once they run out of tests, they've run out of tests. You need to get up and go early. You can't assume that it's COVID because there's still colds and viral infections and flu and everything else going around. So don't assume. You need to know so that you keep yourself safe as well as everybody connected to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I need you to get up and do that very early in the morning. Mask up, double mask, wear your gloves, and get out there and go get a test. You have to get tested.
I'm trying my best to get in one very soon. It's first thing in the morning. I'm gonna try to as well.
All right. Very good. How did you do during the holidays?
I did very good. I just basically stayed in the house after we got everything situated with the funeral. That's this Thursday, and that's basically it. I saw my grandkids. I saw my son. I talked to my mother, and I just stayed in the house. I stayed away.
Okay, very good. You've been showing up to test and do the things that you
Yes.
need to do.
Yes, I wasn't tested.
All right, very good, very good. Any struggles, any difficulties during the holidays?
No, just the fact that I'm not going to see I'm just going to miss my uncle and my father. That's all. That's basically it. And I'm just trying to keep on the straight and narrow. Just stay focused on what I have to do, other than the little trials and tribulations that I have went through, trying to get myself together and get this funeral stuff going. And I'm talking about my health, but other than that, I've been fine.
All right, look, I know that it's difficult. I hope that you are talking about those are two huge losses. And I hope you're talking about it in your counseling. Are you doing that?
Well, I like I say, I haven't went to Elmhurst because I don't know if I have COVID. I just been quarantining myself until I get tested.
Or did you pick up the phone and call someone? Because they may have alternative ways of meeting with you, Mr. Rice.
No, I haven't. I haven't. And I apologize for that. I haven't. I haven't called it and talked to anybody. I just like I say, I just been staying focused on going straight. And I was just trying to get tested so I can go in and do it, my testing,
Right.
every
Part of going straight is availing yourself of the resources that we've made available to you. That's a part of going. If you could go straight on your own, you wouldn't be with us.
You're right.
So now we've given you some tools to help you. You've got to use them.
I
gotta use them.
Judge, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I just haven't been really ready to open up and talk about it. So I am, but it's just still kind of hurtful for me right now.
I understand, but we also know that it's better out than in.
Yes, ma'am.
You know that when you came to us, some things that you were still dealing with, some grief and some loss, that they were causing you to self-destruct.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so it's almost like having a surgery. Nobody likes to go through surgery, right? It's painful.
Right.
Recovery is hard, but we have to do it in order to get better sometimes, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
It
happy.
won't get better without the surgery. So what I'm saying to you, Mr. Rice, is you've got to allow yourself to go through the surgery, the process, to get better. Otherwise, you're just nursing a wound that's never going to heal. And you can't do it sitting at home. When you have an issue that comes up, we're in problem-solving court. You find a way. You call your case manager. What do you recommend? And she could have given you some pointers. You don't just say, I'm going to opt out and quarantine. We don't get to do that.
I understand that. I wasn't trying to push it past and say forget about it. No, ma'am. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that.
And I believe you, but that's what in essence has happened. You've not done what you were supposed to do. And so going forward, you need to make sure you don't make those decisions to just not do, because that's not an option in problem solving court. We solve problems.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna talk to somebody.
Well, I not just somebody. I need you to attend your counseling session.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very much so
doing that virtually, Ms. Robs. Let's work on it. We can do it virtually until I appreciate you being responsible and not going out and infecting the world. But I still need to take care of you. I still need you to take care of you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very up and willing and for that.
All right. Let me hear from Ms. Robs.
Yes, Your Honor. Me and Mr. Rice have been in communication. I thank you, Your Honor, for explaining to Mr. Rice the importance of his outpatient, because we have been talking about that. He did have, some challenges, Your Honor, as he reported the double deaths. And I just want to say to Mr. Rice, it is very important that you do follow up. It's just a pattern that, that happened initially that led up to, the drinking and stuff like that. So that is a huge concern. And please take that into consideration.
Yes, ma'am.
What Judge is saying to you. In addition, I just want to reiterate what Judge also is saying to you about going to urgent care in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Get up in the morning, go to urgent care and get tested.
You have to get before they open.
I will make sure I call you guys and let you guys know first thing in the morning when I leave there.
And call and follow up with Amherst. And I also follow up, Your Honor, with Mr. Talley and see if there's something that we can set up for them to start virtually. Outside of that, Your Honor, he has been compliant with his testing. He's been negative. He has been keeping a positive attitude despite, the circumstances of his loss. With the exception, Your Honor, of the outpatient, Mr. Rice is in compliance and no other issues to report at this time.
All right, Ms. Robs, I need Mr. Rice to provide to you tomorrow before the close of business proof that he has tested. He's
yes,
done
ma'am.
testing.
I
Okay.
surely
Yes, Your
will.
Honor.
All right, come on, Mr. Rice.
Yes, ma'am. I surely will.
All right, I'm glad that you did well during the holiday. And I hope that everything works out for you. I just want to make sure you've done too much work to go backwards.
Oh
And
no,
sometimes we
I'm
may not
proud of
intend to
myself.
go backwards, but it can happen when
I
life
understand.
comes at us. And life is coming at you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. But I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of you guys for helping me and sticking in there with me.
And we're
So
proud of you too. We're
my
proud of you.
goal is to get to the other side of the rainbow.
All right. All right. Mr. Reed, anything from any of the team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Rice, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And grieving is a process, as the court has indicated. I can assure you things will get better.
Yes,
It
sir.
may not seem that way now, but it will get better. You're working the program, and you have a good attitude about it. Keep that up. It's so important that you go get tested. You need to know for your own safety and for the safety of people around you. So
Excuse me.
get tested, please, sir. And Happy New Year to you.
Same
It's
to
going
you.
to get better. You be safe. Keep up the good work. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Rice. Thank you, Mr. Rice.
Thank you.
All right. Miss Robs, what's next for Mr. Rice?
Your Honor, a return to court date of January 18th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Rice? And you're going to connect
Yes,
with Mr.
ma'am.
Robs today to show your proof that you've tested, okay?
I sure will.
And
I'll
you'll
have
need to get
first
proof of
thing.
the results, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Good to see you. Glad you did well.
You too. A happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. All right. Take care.
Hope you feel better as well.
I do.
Okay. You have a blessed one.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have next on the list, Mr. James Fleming. He is a transfer case, and that number is 2113-06871.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Fleming. Unmute for me and state your name.
James Major Fleming III.
All right, Mr. Fleming, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Wonderful. How was your holiday?
Holidays was good. A lot of food.
Okay, what else did you have a lot of other than food?
Just food. Too much food. Too much. Oh my God. Yes. But it was just stayed with me and my girlfriend and cooked a lot. Saw my granddaughter for a little while and then back to the kitchen. So it was and that's part of my problem right now. I think I didn't adopted eating a lot over the holidays. So I'm working on trying to trim back down. I put on a little too much weight over this span of 2 years because my court case was a year later, so I already had been a year into prior to starting court with you. So yeah, I need to really work on that, get with somebody that can possibly help me trim down. Maybe that's some of my issues as far as, getting around to my meetings and stuff, because a lot of that stuff I just walk to. It's in walking distance.
That walking is going to be good for you. Walking is good exercise.
Definitely. Yes.
Good exercise. All right. You've been doing everything you're supposed to do over the holidays to work your program.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Haven't had any issues with any of that, with my drops. Well, Mr. Yancey helped me with a few over the holidays. So that was very helpful for me.
All right. Very good. Any struggles, anything you need us to help you with?
Just my court dates are normally on Mondays. So I'll probably go back to that Monday. This threw me off a little bit today, but working a little bit. But yeah, Mondays are my off days. So that would be my only thing that I'll be asking today.
All right, that's fair enough. And Mr. Yancey, I'm sure we'll put him back on a Monday. Let me hear from you, Mr. Yancey.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. Happy New Year. I'm sorry you're under the weather. Regarding Mr. Fleming, Your Honor, he's doing well. He's still at Meridian Services in Redford. And he is in compliance with what the clinical assessment wants him to be doing. So that is great. As far as the holidays, I did talk to him about the holidays, even before the holidays came up. And, you know,
We
though
didn't
he,
hear you, Mr. Yancey, something you were.
oh, I'm
moving.
sorry. I did talk to him about, and all my people, but I did talk to him about the holidays before the holidays came up. And he's in full compliance. He's been going to testing. Those screenings have been negative. Seems like he mainly stayed in the house. So, you know, even though he's not that happy about that and the eating part, he is in compliance with our program. So he's doing well. He seems committed. He seems serious about it. And his progress reports show that. So, and the court has been able to set him up, help him with the physical. So he has a physical coming up, I believe it's tomorrow, which the court will be paying for most of that. So right now with Mr. Fleming, all is well. He's in phase 1 still. He's been with us since October 8th.
All right, very good, very good. Anything from any of the other team members?
Yes, Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Fleming. Good report. Your work in the program. Sorry, the court was closed yesterday. Otherwise, I assume you would have been on a Monday, but because of the holiday, you had to come in today. But keep up the good work. We know it's not easy. Drug court doesn't last forever. Get something out of the program. Happy New Year to you, sir, and be safe. Thank you, Mr. Fleming.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Fleming, both Mr. Reed and I understand about putting on weight and not taking it off very well. So we have no advice for you, however, in that regard. So you're on your own, but we are proud of you, sir. You've done a great job. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Mr. Ficus, I wasn't expecting that from you. He said, we have no advice for you. All right. All right, Mr. Fleming, do you have any questions for us? If not, Mr. Yancey is going to give you a Monday return to court date. Mr. Alexander, you need to get up, get your life together so you can be in court. I'm never going to talk to you other than with your life together. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. The next available, the first available Monday we would have for Mr. Fleming will actually be the 24th. Unless we just have him come back in a week. He's been doing pretty well. We were trying to get him at least on every 2 weeks, but the 17th is a date the court will not be available for him.
So, Mr. Fleming, you will either have to come back in a week or come back in 2 weeks on a Tuesday, because I'm not going to push it out to the 24th.
Well, I could do the Monday. And what would that be?
That would be January 10th, Your Honor.
Okay, that's next week. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's fine.
And Mr. Yancey, let's do this. We'll put him on for January 10th. Let's do a face-to-face. We'll put him on for 10:30.
That sounds great, Your Honor.
Okay.
Face-to-face? I got
that's going to be a phone-to-phone. We're gonna contact each other through the phone.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
All right, so then that way we'll get you back on track and keep you on your Mondays, okay?
All right. I
Shannon?
appreciate that. Happy holidays to you.
Happy
Happy New
holidays.
Year.
All right, Happy New Year. Take care of yourself. Good to see
I
you.
will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Your Honor,
Let's go back to Mr. Rhodes. I'm sorry, Ms. Rhodes.
oh, Your Honor, that's what I was getting ready to ask, because he wanted to attend his friend's funeral on this morning.
Yes. Let's call Mr. Rhodes his 2 pretrial cases only. Mr. Vikings, can you do that?
Yes, Your Honor. As soon as I can find them, and I apologize. They're SP 111-50291 and SP 111-50292. Your Honor, there is an offer that if he pleads guilty to the no insurance charge, they would ask the court to reduce that charge to improper plates and dismiss the no license ticket.
All right, and Mr. Vikings, are they willing to add the new charge to his drug treatment court order?
Yes, they are, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, Mr. Rhodes, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Vikings?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Very voluntarily.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No, they haven't.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to his constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes.
Sir, on the date and time of this citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
And were you stopped by a police officer?
Yes, I was.
When asked to produce valid insurance, you did not have valid insurance on that automobile, correct?
No, I didn't.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'll reduce the charge to improper plates. I am dismissing the remaining matter without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause.
Defendant would so stipulate, Your Honor.
Thank you. And so, Ms. Mack, the new charge of improper plates will be added to his drug treatment court order. So no additional fines and costs will be assessed. Please make sure that anything that's in the system for that is waived. We'll add it to the order, his existing order. And so it will follow the other case that's on the docket for purposes of his next review, which is January 18th at 9:45 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor, for your attention to this matter. Mr. Rhodes appreciates it. I know he does.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. You're in great shape. Enjoy the rest of your day. And you're in our thoughts at your friend's funeral, okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, we would be moving into the 10:30 a.m. docket, which I believe are maybe some traffic cases as well as the face-to-face. I'll call the first name, Ali Hassan Abdul Kadim, 193-956-241. And it says adjourn to pay, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Mack.
That defendant did not pay on that case, Judge.
What's the balance?
$295.
Habeas will issue as to that particular matter. I'm going to set aside go back to reinstate the original charge. And I will issue a capias, and it will be $300 cash, which is the amount, about the amount owed.
You ready for the next one, Your Honor? The next person would be Monique Adams, who I believe I see in the courtroom on Zoom. Her case number is SP 12006-081, and it says adjourn to pay, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, I've not spoken with Ms. Adams, but I did look up her case. It appears she owes some money yet. This was her return for a review in case she did not pay. She has not paid it yet. I know she wants to pay it yet. I know she wants to pay it. I don't know the exact details of when she can pay it, but I'd ask her to inform the court, and we'd humbly ask if the court might give us a little additional time. We know that we're testing the court's patience in this matter because we were given so much time in the beginning, but we'd ask the court to consider the holidays and everything else. And she was a cooperative person to get these matters done, and I'm happy she came back. That speaks volumes of her responsibility, Your Honor.
She might be frozen.
Yeah, the judge was frozen.
Good morning, Attorney Reed and Attorney Fikens. I do have an intake for this morning. It completely slipped my mind. I apologize. I'm getting ready to send over the information now. It's for I'm trying to get in contact with her. It's for Nora Garrett. So I'm getting ready to send that over to you now.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Reed, are you going to do the intake?
And Will is the person in the courtroom?
She's supposed to be logging in now. I couldn't get her. I just reached her, so she should be logging in.
Hello.
Hey, Monique, hang in there. We're experiencing some technical difficulties.
Oh, okay. I'm like, soon as my name was called, it just.
No, you're good.
Good morning, just you, Judge. There
Okay,
you go.
here I am. All right, thank you, thank you. All right. I have no idea what happened, but Ms. Adams, that might be a sign I need to give you some additional time to pay.
I would appreciate it, Your Honor. I actually had started a new job, but then 2 days in, I actually went to the hospital. And I was in the hospital for like a week, so I am back working. So I do just need just additional time.
Okay, what if I give you up until, let me see, give me a second. I'll give you until, let's go to February 22nd. Can you get it done?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I appreciate that very much.
Okay, February 22nd, 2022. And I'll put you on my docket for 10:30, okay? Adjourn to pay.
Thank you. And it's 2:45, correct?
Miss Mack?
I thought it was less, Judge. I thought it was
240. It is 240.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, Miss Mack, does that include any warrant cost or anything?
Let me double check. Hold on 1 second.
It was just technical difficulties.
No, that's just the fine that you were assessed.
All right, so let's get it done by February 22nd, okay? If not, you need to come back and see me.
You won't see me. I'm going to pay it up. Thank you.
Thank you for showing up today.
No problem. Have a good day.
Thank
You
you,
too.
Your Honor.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, the next person would be Joseph Tyrone Alexander. I do see him on screen, but his camera is off. His case number is SP 113-30771.
I'm asking him to start his video as well as to unmute. Mr. Alexander. Let's keep going and hope he'll join us before we end. Go ahead, Ms. Cleveland.
Yes, Your Honor. The next person is Tia Marie Allen, case number SP 116-14241. And that was an adjourn to pay, Your Honor.
Ms.
And
Mack?
she did pay, Judge. She did pay.
Wonderful. Let's close that one out. Next.
Next person is Courtney James Alston, SP 120-73071. Your Honor, that's an adjourn to pay.
I don't know if that's a he or she, but they did pay.
Wonderful. Let's close it.
Yes, ma'am. And the next person is Kenneth. It could be Clean or Clemente or something is the middle name. Anderson. The case number is 217-162-821, Your Honor, and that's a review.
Does anyone know what we're reviewing today?
Judge, Mr. Anderson is online, although I don't know if he's showing up or not, but Judge, that was, he owes money. That is what the review is about, Your Honor.
Where is he, Mr. Fikens?
I don't know. I don't know. But now he turned.
Camera is off.
The camera's off. Same with Mr. L. There's Mr. Anderson.
Not talking to nobody in their bed, no. Ignorant.
Anderson owes 190, Judge.
Did he pay anything, Miss?
I think today was his day that he needed to pay by.
All right, what's the problem, Mr. Anderson?
I don't know if I could have a little more time to pay. I was laid off of work during the holiday, so I'm back to work now, but I don't get paid for another 2 weeks because I work a week in a hole.
So if you can give me a couple more weeks, I could pay it in full.
All right, don't come back to court in your bed, okay? I'll give you a couple of weeks. I'll give you until January. Let's put him on for January 31st, 2022 at 10:30.
Okay, what was the amount I ordered again, man?
190.
190.
190?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll definitely pay that.
All right, thank you for showing up, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may, I was told there's a new intake. Is a person in the courtroom so that I could go into a breakout room with them, please? Ms. Robb, is the person in the courtroom?
Yes, she is. It's Nora Garrett. She has the picture.
Why wouldn't I know about Miss Garrett until 11 o'clock?
Your Honor, my
Have
apologies.
her camera on.
My apologies, Your Honor. It slipped my mind.
No, she should have her camera on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that Nora Garrett?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Reed, I'll send you into a breakout room with Nora Garrett.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Well, first of all, Ms. Wilson is letting me know that Nora Garrett just logged on. And what time was Nora Garrett told to be here?
10:30, Your Honor.
Why would we schedule an intake for 10:30? Obviously, I did.
I got it.
Okay, y'all about to do too much, and my stomach can't take it today.
Thank you. I have the invitation for breakout room 3. Thank you.
Ms. Garrett, you should accept the invitation to breakout room number 3 as well, please. You should have that invitation. Please accept it.
Your Honor, I'll read the next name for you. It's Nicole Juanita Colbert. She has 2 cases, Z800891 and Z8066271, Your Honor, and they're both scheduled for review.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Ms. Colbert, Your Honor. She had a face-to-face this morning. I did talk to her this morning. She's doing well. She's still in compliance with testing, still going to meetings. She does have a balance with the court that she is working on. She's currently unemployed, but she has completed her community service. And we were talking about some additional community service, but at this time she is in compliance. She's in phase 2, Your Honor, and her next review date would be January 24th at 8:30, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey.
You're
We
welcome.
have that. Okay, let's go back up to Mr. Alexander, Ms. Cleveland.
Yes, Your Honor. Joseph Tyrone Alexander. His case number is SP 113-30771, Your Honor, and he is scheduled for review.
And Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Alexander. He owes money on the case. This was the date to pay by. he tells me that he can make full payment today. He apologized to this court. He forgot over the holidays, and fortunately he recognized it in time and came in and did the right thing. So I believe he can pay today, Judge. He wants to come down to pay. So we thank the court for, if the court would extend us just one more day to get this matter resolved.
And I'll do just that, Mr. Alexander. I'm going to adjourn it and place it on my docket for January 7th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you get it paid today, sir, so that you don't have an issue when I call it on Friday. You don't have to come back Friday. Just get it paid, okay?
Okay,
Right.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There was one matter that I missed at 9:30. Can someone call it for me?
Yes, Your Honor. That is Lolita Sylvia Austin, case number SP 116-62281. Your Honor, that was scheduled for review.
Do we know what we're reviewing, Mr. Fikens?
I believe it's just an amount to pay, Your Honor, because there was no other special review up today. I don't know why that was set for 9:30 though.
Ms. Matt, did she pay?
No, ma'am.
Okay, what's owed?
$240.
I'm going to reinstate the original charge. And I'll issue a capias, and the bond will be set for the amount that's owed, $250, cash or surety.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, the young lady, Nora Jean Garrett, on the intake, her case number is SP 119-10811, and she is in the breakout room with Mr. Attorney Reed.
Right, wonderful. That should end the docket.
Did you call? I'm sorry, was there a call for Mr. Ralph Lee Keith? That was
Yes,
already called.
we did him earlier. He's coming back January 25th at 8:30.
And Your Honor, you have one at 1:30 p.m.
Yes, a trial.
Okay.
So Ms. Mack, if you could let the prosecuting attorney know, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, let's be ready to go at 1:30. I have staffing at 1:30 today for mental health court, but let's see what happens with that case.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
All right, you all let me know when we're ready with the intake. I appreciate everyone. Let me know.
Your Honor, that trial might be a state matter. I was just looking at it. It looks like it has a state code to it, an MCL number. So we might have to contact the state prosecutor.
Okay, if we could, Ms. Mack, if you could do that, let them know 1:30 is the trial time. Okay, wonderful. All right, I'll leave the volume on. And when you all are ready, just let me know.
Yes, Judge.
we're ready for the new contract, if anyone's listening. Thank you. Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
are we in recess?
Yes, I think the judges can hear us though. So, and I heard you from the other room when you came back in the courtrooms.
I just wanted to talk loud enough so people will know that we're ready for the new contract.
I heard you.
Mr. Reed, I can hear you. I said, let me get on here before he says something he ain't supposed to say.
Well, my New Year's resolution, I got to put it on the record.
Yeah. Better, Mr. Reed.
Let's see. Let's close the breakout rooms. I don't think she can get out.
I asked her to come back with me, so I don't know.
So let's try to get through this last little piece.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Robs, I know it's been a crazy morning. You in good shape. Let's do it. If you could place the case number on the record for me.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. It's SP 119-10811 for Laura Garrett.
All right, Ms. Garrett, state your full name for the record, please.
Nora Jean Garrett.
Good morning, Ms. Garrett.
Good morning.
All right, are you where I can get your undivided attention? I don't want to compete with anybody else in the room because I need you to know that you understand what's going on today.
Yes.
All right, you sure about that?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. We're glad you're here. Glad you're coming on board with us to work with us. And with that, Ms. Robs, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell me about Ms. Garrett.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Garrett is a referral from probation through Judge Perkins for charge of narcotic and drug-related violations. Ms. Garrett is a 53-year-old single African-American female. Her highest level of education is some college. She is currently unemployed, but however, she did work for the post office for a significant period. She does have have 5 children, ages 17, 15, 14, 13, and 11, in which she does have custody, Your Honor. She does report that she does have a history of alcohol and of substance use. I apologize, Your Honor. She does have a history of substance use, and I put her substance in the chat. Your Honor, she was set up for testing at ATS. I do not have her results. She was informed she did need to test. So I'm not sure. I talked to Ms. Garrett about that. Ms. Garrett did say that she went and tested on Friday and last Friday, but they're not showing her results in ATS. So I'm hoping that we can rectify that. I do know, Your Honor, I do have some concerns in regards to Ms. Garrett and her usage of her substance use. As we have been in contact, Your Honor, she has indicated that she has used. She was placed on the 1-800 line. They did give her outpatient for Positive Images, which is located down the street, which is another concern. Your Honor, her substance use is very significant. She did indicate that she wanted to participate in the program. She does not have any prior felony convictions for a violent offense. She has not participated in specialty support within the last 10 years. She has completed the Needs Plus as well as the substance abuse evaluation. Before, I know that you're under the weather, Your Honor, but I do want to put it on the record that I think Ms. Garrett needs to get back on a 1-800 line because of the significance of her substance use.
Ms. Ross, we giving 100% today under the weather, don't stop me.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
so I'm concerned about a couple of things. You don't have a test result for her over the holiday. You are reporting significant use. We're not doing positive images. They're not one of our approved providers. And so, one of two things is happening. Ms. Garrett is getting on the 1-800 number and underreporting her use. And we know that when people underreport their use, I send them to the Wayne County Jail, and then we can get a good assessment for them. I need Ms. Garrett to get on the 1-800 number today and report her use. Be honest. When is the last time you used, Ms. Garrett?
Yesterday.
You used yesterday. Ms. Garrett, you understand you have a problem with substances?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for being brutally honest, because you don't know me. You just met me. And I'm not at my best today, but I'm doing my best today. And so I appreciate that coming out the gate, you're honest with me. That lets me know, Ms. Garrett, that you realize you need help and you want some help. And I want to help you, but I can't help you in outpatient treatment when your recent use was as recent as yesterday. I need to get you into some inpatient treatment. Do you understand that?
What's inpatient treatment? You mean live there?
Yes, ma'am. Not live, meaning be there, not live.
Okay. Okay.
You have to be there for some consecutive days with overnight stay. And then once we get you where you are able to do outpatient treatment, you to that type of program.
I have kids at home doing virtual school right now.
Yes, and there's got to be somebody that can help you with them, right? I mean, if you're using cocaine, Ms. Gary, you're really not doing much with your kids right now. You just in the house.
No. I participate with my kids. I help them. I cook for them. I clean for them. Everything.
It's not a good participation. Not when you're using drugs. It's not. You may be doing your best, and I applaud you for that. But when you're under the influence of a narcotic, it's not a good participation.
Before I met Ms. Rob, I met another lady when I went to court, and she had me to drop that Friday. Then when I met Ms. Rob, she was telling me to drop that Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I had dropped that Friday, and I was telling Ms. Rob I didn't have any money to do on Monday.
If you had told Ms. Rob that, we would have made.
I told her that.
Arrangements were made, Your Honor.
You just didn't show up. Arrangements were made. So, Ms. Garrett, it's up to you. You can go back to your sentencing judge, and he can sentence you to jail, and you can do 90 days at the Wayne County Jail. You're still not going to be with your kids, and you can come back out still an addict. Or you can work with us. Let's get you into some 30 days of inpatient treatment, and let's work with you. I'm sorry, I don't have your attention, and you're talking while I'm talking, and I want to make sure I can hear everything you're saying. And so, those are the choices that you have.
Can I just have one more chance to do it? Like first time? Because I
No, you had another
misunderstood
chance.
everything.
No, you didn't. You had another chance. You tested Friday. She told you to test Monday. You didn't show up and you still used it.
No. I talked to another lady Friday. It was another probation officer. It wasn't
Show
her.
up on Monday. No, ma'am. You didn't show up on Monday to test. And you still using it. Miss Rob, let's call Miss Judge Wagner. We'll send her back to Judge Wagner. Tell Judge Wagner. I'll reach out to Judge Wagner.
I'm
And
sorry.
you'll go back to him for sentencing, and he'll probably send you to the jail, and then you'll still come back to me. I'd rather see you get help.
I want to get help, but I can't do inpatient 30 days. I have a lot going on in my house. I just asked him, please let me try one more time.
Mhm. And when you use it, ma'am.
No, I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use.
Hold on, Miss Garrett. If it was that easy for you to just say, I'm not going to use, we wouldn't be here.
Yes, it is that easy. Because this is important to me.
Miss Garrett, we wouldn't be here. If you could just say, I quit and quit, you wouldn't
I
be
can't.
here.
Please just give me one more chance. Please.
Miss Robs.
Your Honor, when initially I received a referral, I explained to Ms. Garrett that this was a very intense program, that the requirements would be, that she would have a lot of requirements to fulfill, that we would work with her. But I also explained to her, Your Honor, that she could not use any substance. She did, get on the 1-800 line, but as far as the testing, Your Honor, again, that's where we don't have any results. I know she struggles with the thought of inpatient because of her children. I know that there's some circumstances with them, but I'm hoping that Ms. Garrett, you will take into consideration, if you don't attempt to get help now, you're not going to have them in the long run, not with continued substance use and not for the type of substance you're using. So it's so important that you work on that and you get healthy and you get sober for one, yourself and for them. I understand you want another chance, but this is the chance for you to go into the treatment and get what you need. Your Honor, as it relates to her intake, she did indicate, Your Honor, that she did want to participate. I'm hoping that Miss Garrett complies, but I do recommend her to come into this program, Your Honor, because it is evident and obvious that she does need this service.
Mr. Reed, I know you had an opportunity to talk with her. The best I can do is put her in a breakout room, get on the 1-800 number. She needs to be honest. If she's not, I'm gonna send her back to Judge Wagner, and I'm gonna call Judge Wagner and recommend that she goes to the Wayne County Jail until she gets ready to get some help.
Yes, Judge. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to her in the breakout room. She was cooperative and respectful. I did get a lot of background information from her. She has a valid driver's license, high school diploma. She does have 5 children, worked for the post office, is on some form of leave now. Judge, we went over the order. We talked about testing, community service, paying money, the court's ability to change and to amend the order. We talked about not leaving the state without permission. We also talked about the fact that she doesn't have felonies. She is eligible to participate. She said she wanted to do the program, Judge, but I also advised her that it's a voluntary program. The court does have an order. She has to follow that order. If she chooses not to, it's a voluntary program. We don't force people to participate in drug treatment court. I thought that she was a referral from Judge Perkins. I heard the court say Judge Wagner. I could be wrong about that, but I thought it was Judge Perkins. If I am wrong, I apologize for that. Judge, I recommend her participation in the program, but as with all of our participants, you have to follow the order of the court. And if the order of the court is inpatient treatment, then that's something that has to be followed. Again, it's a voluntary program. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Robs, you want to get her on the 1-800 number? And we can go from there. And I'll reach out. Is Judge Perkins?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will reach out to Judge Perkins because she's not going to come into the program and do it her way. If she could do it her way, she wouldn't be here. She would be home being a good mother, not just a figurative mother, because that's all you are right now, ma'am. You're just a person in the house with them. You would be home being a good mother to her kids without the court's intervention. You can't be a good mother to your children using cocaine and alcohol. You cannot. You cannot. You may be doing your best.
I don't use alcohol like that.
Ma'am, whether you lose it like this or like that, when you add cocaine to it, it's this or that is all bad. And she's already, and I'll reach out to Judge Perkins. She's already made excuses about she missed the test on Monday. She's got to be there with her kids. She used on yesterday. It's the makings of a disaster. She's not going to come into this program under my guidance and do it her way. She's just not, because if she had the answers, our paths would have never crossed. Police would have never stopped her. She would have never been charged. She would have never taken a plea. We just wouldn't be here. Judge Perkins wouldn't have referred her to me. She wouldn't be here. That's the reality. If you had all the answers, Ms. Garrett, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. That's just the reality of it. So, Ms. Robs, you can try. I'm stopping at 12. I'm going to put Judge Perkins on notice that she may need to come back to him. And we'll go from there.
I don't need to go back to him. I don't need to go back to him.
Well, no, if you're not going to do the program the way I ordered,
I have to do the program. I have to do the
you're
program.
going to go back to Judge Perkins. So
I have to do the
unfortunately,
program.
you're not running anything today, Ms. Garrett. You're not. So I'll give Judge Perkins a call. Ms. Robs, I'd like to come on within the next, well, you can let me know how the 1-800 number goes. I'd like to do it because I need to take a break.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before I staff and do a trial this afternoon. And so we'll go from there. But I'm going to reach out to Judge Perkins and just let him know my concerns and that she may likely be going back to him.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll put you all in the breakout room. Mr. Breed, did you want to go in the breakout room as well?
No, Judge. I've already talked to her. I'm good. Thank you. If she wants to talk to me, I will go in the breakout room. But if she's just going on the 1-800 number, I don't need to be present for that. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Garrett, you're going to get an invitation to breakout room number 4. And Ms. Robs, you will also, as soon as I can find you, where are you, Ms. Robs?
Under case manager.
I know, but it's doing something weird. All right, Ms. Robs, you should have that invitation now, and I'm opening the breakout rooms. Please accept.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you all, we'll give it a few minutes and then I'll come back.
Judge, you did invite me to the breakout room. I just want to let you know that in case that was an error.
It was an error.
I have an invitation also to breakout room number 3, but I don't think I need that.
No, you all are good. Sorry about that. I don't know what
You're
I did.
okay, Judge. You can
Mr. Reed needs some
go
time
wrong
out, Judge.
in my eyes, Judge.
He needs
do
some
no
time
wrong.
out, Judge.
All right. Okay, I'll go off for a few minutes. Let's hope it won't take too long. Miss Mac, if there are things I need to sign off on, I'm gonna need you to send it to my personal email address. I will text it to you now because I don't have the cord, the charger for my work computer.
Oh, okay, yes, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
is it possible to close the breakout room? She doesn't know how to leave the room.
Yes, ma'am. No.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're ready to go back on record, Ms. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's do it. All right, Ms. Garrett.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Ms. Rhodes, tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, we were able to successfully get on the 1-800 line. Miss Garrett has an appointment with Naomi's Nest to go into Naomi's Nest on tomorrow. I told Miss Garrett that she needed to be there no later than 9 a.m. And we would give her the time today to get her 5 children together and make arrangements for them, but she needed to be there no later than 9 a.m. That I would follow up, Your Honor, with Naomi's Nest, make sure that she arrived there, and that Ms. Garrett, also, I'm stating this to you now, Ms. Garrett, you need to make sure that you keep in contact with me. She is a lot more open to this, Your Honor, and to going into treatment. She does realize that, you know, she has some work that needs to be done. So I'm proud of you, Ms. Garrett, for that, and putting forth the effort in doing so.
Thank you.
Ms. Garrett, let me just say this. I'm proud of you as well. I know it's not easy. Under this robe, I'm a mother too. And I know it's not easy to leave your babies. But when it's something that is going to benefit you and thereby benefit your babies, it could be a hard decision to make. And so that just tells me that you're an incredible woman and you love your kids.
Yeah.
You love your children. You love your kids. So let's get the help that you need so that when you come back, then you're ready to try this without a lot of restraints. Okay?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Ms. Garrett, can I count on you to show up tomorrow?
Oh, I'm showing up tomorrow.
All right. And you want to be in the program?
Yes, I want to be in the program. I can't afford to lose God has blessed me so much, I can't afford to lose it.
And we don't want you to lose it. We want to help you retain everything that's good for you and your babies. I want you to know that. I saw your rooms are all color coordinated. She got a really nice home for her we want you to be in that home, and we don't want that home to just look good. We want that home to be a good home for your kids.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
You met with your attorney. Are you satisfied he's answered all of your questions?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right. You have any questions about the program or anything in general for the court or for the team?
No, I don't have any questions. I just want to say thank you. I kind of figured I need to go inside anyway, because everybody, you know, just around and stuff. I've just been going through some stuff. So I need, you know, sit down and just be at peace for a minute.
Just for a minute. Who's going to help you with those babies?
I'm gonna ask my brother. He's single. He doesn't work, so he'll be able to help me.
Okay. Is he good and not using any substances?
Oh no, he don't do anything. I'm the only one.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, you make sure you tell your brother that he give him Miss Rob's number if he needs our help. We're here. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And you admit that you have an issue with drugs, right, Ms. Garrett?
Yes. Yes.
And I have your commitment to work the program.
Oh, I'm gonna work it.
You gonna work it?
I'm
All right. What happened with your job at the post office?
Well, when Biden let the parents stay at home when the kids first had to do the virtual not too long ago. So at first I wasn't gonna take it, but my knee started bothering me real bad. And I was scheduled to have an operation August the 2nd. And I didn't have the operation, so I just didn't go back. My knee doctor told me if I keep carrying mail like that, it was gonna get worse. So I'm gonna call my supervisor probably when I get out and ask her, can I go inside somewhere and work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they know that you have an issue with substances?
No.
Okay. I will leave that up to you as to whether or not you share. There are some protections that you'll get for getting the help that you need. And Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, if she has questions about that, she should pose that.
Yes, but they should have a program, Your Honor, to assist her in that. She has to tell them, but there are job protections, ma'am, that you have under the laws of the state of Michigan to protect you in that regard. So you don't have to be ashamed or embarrassed about it. It does happen. It happens probably more than you think it does. And there are protections for you, and you need to know
Okay.
that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens. All right. And so what I'm going to do, Mr. Reed, you've already presented her, Ms. Rhodes. She's going to go to inpatient treatment. That will be my order. She must be there before 9 o'clock a.m. I don't care if it's 8:59. You need to be there before 9 o'clock a.m. to do inpatient treatment. We don't throw you away. I'm going to see you again next week. I'll have them come on. I want to see you. I want to see how you're doing. I want to know how they're treating you, because we don't throw you away. You still belong to us, okay?
Hey, thank you.
All right, Ms. Rhodes, tell me, did you determine whether or not she's a violent offender or a substantial risk to the public?
Yes, Your Honor. According to the lien, she's not a violent offender and not a substantial risk to the public.
All right, and Mr. Reed, did you determine that your client is eligible pursuant to Michigan law to participate?
Yes, Judge, she is eligible pursuant to Michigan law to participate.
Wonderful. All right, Ms. Garrett, I need you, we're gonna come out the gate trusting each other. I need you to make me a commitment for today. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
All right. I need you to commit to, first of all, that you won't use any substance today.
Okay.
Can I get you to do that for me?
Yes, I won't use.
Okay. Do you have substance in your home?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything in here.
You have to go out and get it if you're gonna get it?
Yeah, you go out and get it. I don't have nothing in my house, so.
Okay. All right. I need you to make a commitment to me that you won't use. Can I get you to commit to that?
Yes.
The second commitment is I need you to commit. I see you shaking your head. What you shaking your head for?
I'm just gonna stay in the house.
It's hard, Miss Garrett.
No, it's not hard. It's just, it's the last day or whatever. But I gotta get everything together for my kids. I got a lot to do. My house is a mess.
And I need you to be sober in getting it done so you can make some good choices for your kids.
Right.
I need you to be sober in getting it done. And so, and here's the thing, Miss Garrett, your last hit, because it's the last day, could be your last hit.
I know.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Stop.
Right. So that's why I need that commitment that you won't use. Here's my second commitment I need from you. That you will show up at Naomi's Nest in the morning before 9 o'clock a.m.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be there before 9. I don't want any more problems.
All right, I'm gonna trust you. Now, I'm sure Ms. Rhodes explained to you what will happen. If you don't show up, we're gonna come get you. But if we come get you, we're not taking you to the nest.
I know. I don't want to go to jail for 90 days.
I don't want you to go to, you seem like a really nice woman. You don't seem like jail material to me.
No.
No. So let's
No.
not do that. Let's go a different route, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. So Ms. Rob, I'll look to you for a confirmation in the morning at 9:15 that she's there. That you confirm with me that she got there before 9. I'm sorry. And then Ms. Robs, I want to see her back next week. And let's do Tuesday at 9:45 a.m. What would be that date?
Your Honor, that will be January 11th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Garrett? We're going to coordinate with Naomi's Nest and they'll bring you on by way of Zoom, okay?
Okay, okay.
All right, very good. Any questions, Ms. Garrett?
No, just gotta get ready to go.
Got to get ready. Your kids are old enough. Do they understand what's going on?
Yeah, they know what, they understand what's going on.
So they know you have an issue.
Yep.
Okay.
And they've been asking me to go to treatment, but I was just trying to see, how or with all this, but God always makes a way. So now,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
because they've been asking me to go even before all this happened, So I'm gonna go.
Let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
am.
That's because
I
they
am.
love you and they want their best, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll hear
Okay.
from them tomorrow. I'll see you next week on the 11th at 9:45.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, team. I think that that's everything on the docket for this morning, that I have not missed anything. So, we'll see you